Good morning. It is about 5:30 in the morning, and we're getting ready to leave today to head on down to Catalina. It's kind of we're kind of pushing it. We've got a little bit of a wind that closes on us about the time we should be getting there, so we've got to really get moving to get down there. And so this morning I'm just finishing up. We've got to secure some stuff, and I'm also securing our eggs for the passage, and I'm boiling up some eggs so that we have some for our snack packs during the day. So I've got my little, this is a pressure cooker, a really cool little lid right here that goes on it, but I'm not pressure cooking these eggs. I'm just getting ready to boil them. So I got the water boiling. I'm hoping I can fit all these eggs in here. Never tried doing 7. Whoa, 1 cracked. That's probably all right though. All right, so now I just got to time that. Okay. So now I'll show you what I'm doing with my eggs here. We store our eggs up in these, oh, there's my puppet, up behind these guys. In there, there's enough storage for 16 dozen eggs, which we're not taking 16 dozen. We are taking 9 dozen, however. So, I mean, it's still a lot of eggs, but we store half on each side up in there, and they stay fine. And you know, some people have commented on eggs in the past. I just want you to know that based on our experience, real life experience, living on Wandering Dolphin for years with no refrigeration, you don't have to refrigerate your eggs. And no, you don't have to cover them in Vaseline. You don't have to turn them every other day. None of that crap. And it doesn't matter if you buy them from a grocery store in the refrigerated section. You may lose a couple more eggs as a result of that. But, you know, if you buy 10 dozen eggs, you might lose 4 in a month if you do that, because that's how we always did it. So I'm telling you. And as far as, I'm worried about maybe eating a bad egg. There's no worry about eating a bad egg. I mean, even if you boil the egg and you open it up, you know it was a rotten egg. So you're not going to accidentally eat a bad egg. So you crack the eggs. Don't crack them all into the bowl at the same time. Like if you're making 6 eggs scrambled, crack each one into a separate bowl. Make sure it's okay. And trust me, when it's a bad egg, there's no question in your mind about whether it's a bad egg or not. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm stowing the eggs. So what I got here is, back at home, I collected these. I bought these for a while, these expensive eggs. I actually like them anyway. And I kept the containers. So the nice thing about these containers, you don't have to go buy the expensive egg containers. Because these egg containers work really good. They've got this extra fold down thing here. So when you put the eggs in them, they're just really secure in these things. See? And I check each egg as I'm doing this to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, you don't have to go and, you know, do the whole, oh, I turn them every other day. It works great. Of course it works great, because you don't have any problem with it because you never needed to do that in the first place. So it works great. The people that swear by coating them in Vaseline or wrapping them in tinfoil, all of that stuff is because it works without doing that stuff. So obviously it's going to work if you do that stuff. So don't worry about all that. I promise. I promise, guys. All right. Put my eggs away. Gonna put them on up in here. And Then we're going to do the next thing to get ready to go this morning. Just a little note for you folks. I've always struggled with how to peel eggs, and I've tried all the little things, and today we got it figured out. We put in salt and vinegar in the water, boiled the water, so the water's boiling, put the eggs in for 10 minutes, took them out, put them in a cold water bath for a little while, and man, the shells just fell off. I know a lot of you know that, and you're like, ha ha, that you didn't know that, but that I didn't know that. But hey, there are probably some of you out there like me that were like, oh, frustrated. Anyway, worked great. That's the trick. Howdy, howdy. Here we are, first day out. We are just almost out of the great big area that encompasses Bodega Bay and about ready to get into the wind here. So this is my seat. Isn't it cool? It's kind of a cool little idea. We got a little pad right here that I bought at Walmart. Works pretty good. We've been seeing some whales. What else, Norman?
That's about it.
All right.
It's a bit chilly out here today.
It is. It's a little cold. I'm wearing polar fleece under all this and long johns.
You're getting ready to go get down there and get warm for a while.
It's going to be a cold night. Norman's off watch now, so he's going to go down. Now that we were able to turn the generator off, he's going to go down and take a little nap. All right. Thanks a lot. So for this trip from Bodega Bay to, well, it ended up being to Santa Barbara, we had really good wind. It was basically forecast to be blowing from 15 to 25, and it was directly downwind. This little boat really handles downwind sailing very well. It's a little uncomfortable because she rocks back and forth. And as I'm learning this new to me boat, I'm learning what she likes, and she really seems to like going downwind with just that jib out, you know. So I know that it would be a little more stable if I put up the main, and we tried that, putting up the main, even triple reefed. It just gives, I mean, it still works, but it gives the boat a little bit of a weather helm, even when the main is pulled out far on one side. It just adds a little bit more of a difficulty for the autopilot. And as soon as you turn that off, put that sail away, the autopilot just really likes it. And so that's why we don't have a main up. The other thing is, it's such a little boat that the more sail you decrease, the more comfortable it is really in the boat. She heels over a lot and rolls back and forth a lot. And a lot of water comes through the cockpit. So anyway, yeah, so this is the trip on down. I hope you stay tuned. This is part 1. I hope you stay tuned next week for part 2 of this trip. It's a beautiful trip. Turned out great.
Oh, let's see. What did we have for breakfast? We had a boiled egg. And before that, I had a meat stick and some tomatoes. And then
I gave you some dirt water.
Oh my God. Yeah, we take the psyllium husk to keep things moving, if you know what I mean. And then we had a shot of lemon juice.
Yep.
And then we had another shot of apple cider vinegar. Pretty rough first thing in the morning. All of them. So why do we do that?
Because it's good for you. According to Dr. Berg. And I gotta say, you know, certain people on this boat were plugged up on the last particular passage to the point that I was afraid that they might burst. And psyllium husk took care of that. It took care of it for me too. I mean, it really does work. And the apple cider vinegar and lemon juice, Dr. Berg swears it helps with, you know, not getting kidney stones, which I've had and Norm's had and we don't want again. And I haven't had it once since I've done that. So we do that every morning. We take a vitamin C as well and a multivitamin So we're covered with the vitamin situation. And then we eat our snack pack. Show them your snack pack, Norm.
Snack pack, right.
Here, I'll film it. You show them. We each have one of these every day. I make this up every day.
All right. We have your basic pistachios. We have some cashews, a couple little sugar-free candies.
Pop those out of there.
Raisins.
Yeah, see, we got some craisins in there, and
Raisins,
macadamia nuts, almonds,
on that
cashew.
side. And over here, we have some strawberries, some tomatoes, a couple of cheese sticks, and a meat stick.
And we also eat a couple of boiled eggs every day, and we used to put them in here, but they get a little slimy and start to slime up the thing. So now we just leave those in the fridge, and we just get them out of the fridge. There we go. We each have one of those every day. I make one. Usually Norm only eats one of those every 2 days.
Yep. I'm not a big eater, actually, offshore.
I eat mine every day. And then he complains about it. He says, well, you always eat all yours, boy. You're eating all the time. Yeah, I'm not fat. Those sugar-free candies are great, by the way, the little Russell Stover's sugar-free candies. We do that, and then we do one meal in the afternoon, usually around 3 or 4. Today we're gonna have tacos with keto shells, and I made some taco meat before we left Bodega Bay. And oh, no we're not. We're gonna have fish tacos today. Fish tacos, because we're gonna catch a tuna. Good morning from sailing vessel Mig. It is a beautiful sunrise this morning. And this morning you guys have the pleasure of both of us up in the morning for sunrise.
Yep.
How was your night, Norm?
It was a little rolly last night. It took some pretty good waves again.
Yeah, you know, so this is nothing like the gale that we were in, because the wind is only blowing 15 to 18 probably, but boy, these waves have built up over the time before, and they're still big. So we've got waves that are still almost as big as the ones we were in before. Not quite, but almost. So I'm going to show you guys this morning, and maybe we'll see if we can figure out a way to get you a shot that shows the actual size of these waves. There she is rolling. I'm going to try and keep this even with the horizon. But we've only got a day left. We had really good wind for this trip, and really only had to use the drifter for most of yesterday.
Yeah.
And had we headed offshore more originally, we probably wouldn't have even had to do that, but we stayed in a little too close for a little too long. And I did get Starlink to work this time, so it would definitely work if I moved it off the back, but I'm not going to do that. reach for the handle and I just slipped. Fell on my ass again. That's the third time I fell on my ass and I have a bad back. Last night I fell hard, but I'm still moving. This time I landed literally on my ass. So. Norman doesn't want to sail this boat by himself. You don't want to sail me around the world in a wheelchair? You're not that kind of friend? Come on, man!
We'll get on one of the big cruise ships and just go.
You hear that, everybody? If I hurt myself, Norman's going to pay for me to sail around the world on a cruise ship.
That's right. I'm going to go get Will. That's going to be a
Go get Will. Go get Will. There you go. All right. Hey, help me. Yeah, just hand me that. This hangy, right here. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, coming out. Oh, this is better, actually. See, I can flip these over. Now they die down. Woo. There's a bird. Oh man, so I saw another one on my watch that came right here. Yeah, I was up on the bow and it swam right by us, but it was too late for me to get you up or anything. That's beautiful right there. This is a song sequence right here, maybe. Topher's morning song sequence.
First to fall in love, or to burn with an aching in my throat. There's something that's calling out to me like fire, and it's you that I want to take me home. As you are kind, you are gentle, you are crazy, you are wild, you are strong, you are loving. You're the only one I want. first to hold your hand, but damn, I would love to be the last. I'll stand with you as long as you let me. As the future turns to past, 'cause you are kind, you are gentle, you are crazy, you are wild, you are strong, you are loving, you're the only one I want. But I gotta tell you that I am bruised and broken. The truth has been spoken. These wounds I have ain't never gonna heal. And though I'm bruised and broken, my heart's wide open. I know who I am and what I have to do. First to stay up all night with a love song in my head, but something's calling out to me like fire, and it's with you that I want to lay my head. As you are kind, you are gentle, you are crazy, you are wild, you are strong, you are loving, you're the only one I want. You are kind, you are gentle, you are crazy, you are wild, you are strong, you are loving, you're the only one I want.
So